Okay, so we have the 5 by 5 grid. So each one of these markations is 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet away from the 0 line here. So it's the same with the coordinates, which you'll see in a second. Everything's based off of this is your 0 point. So if we have a look at our points that we've taken, if you want to know if it's an estimation or if it's an actual point that we've registered and in the diagram, you can always turn this layer on here so you've got your points visible. These are the ones that we've actually measured and taken. Everything else, like the curves in between, are all estimations. So just flick that layer on and that'll tell you exactly whether it's an estimation or an actual point. They've all been labeled as well. That'll help just kind of sort through it all. We got the patio edge running all the way along there in a line. The block wall, which we'll see just over here, this block wall running along here. So we took that every 5 feet. And the accuracy at the points is within an inch or two, like it's pretty close. So you can see here you got block wall, block wall, block wall all the way around. And so that's what we used to at least create the curves, and then everything's a bit wavy in between of approximately. Yeah, as for where you can design between like your hard stop points, I would say would be the stairs. You don't want to run past those, the path here, and then this balcony here. This is actually part of the unit that people can rent, and so what you have is this patio line that runs along here is the edge of the pavers. So if we look at this one here, what you actually have is you actually have a landscaped garden with a slope that runs down in this direction that's full of irrigation. So I don't think you really want to extend your design through this area. You probably want to stick to roughly that for whatever you're doing. And the same with sticking inside the stairs and the path. Looks like this might be an egress out to a gate, potentially where people can escape this area. So you probably want to be careful about modifying that too much. Yeah, as for this block wall, I know Dave was saying he was wanting to update this look quite a lot. You do have the ability to push back in places to get closer to this rock retaining wall here that's holding back this pretty significant slope up there. Now, you're going to end up with a lot of water that runs down here, runs over the wall into this section. And the what do we got here? This landscape section here will end up with a lot of that dirt in it, but this is actually pretty helpful as like a little stop to prevent dirt and debris from getting over the top into there. So something like that might come in very handy again. The gas lines are on here, so you already have gas lines that are sitting in here. There's one tucked in there somewhere. There's another one over there as well. I don't think we have it, but I can get that for you if you really want it. Yeah, I think that's probably about it. Everything over here, we've got, if you turn all your items off and just the layout on, yeah, you can obviously have a look at where you want, like everything's toggleable right through. And if you want to turn that off, all your items, so your 3D stuff is all sitting there on a separate layer. So if you want to get rid of the stairs, you can and look at stuff. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And if you need any additional points on here, I can use these points to try to infill any sort of queries. It shouldn't be too much of an issue to go back there and grab extra points if you want.